Hi friends, welcome to the Plain Fun RC channel. I'm your host, Saul, and we're doing a new unboxing today. We have the Kyosho Phantom 70 EP, which you just saw a picture of just a second ago, and I just thought I'd take a moment just to kind of run through real quick and show you what's in the box. I've taken everything out of the box so far, so we've gotten, it's a really nice setup. We've got a fiberglass fuselage, and we'll get some close-ups in just a little bit. Fiberglass fuselage, very nicely done. Little chip right here as well, and a little damage on the inside to one of the formers, which I'll show you in greater detail. But outside of that, it's a really nicely done fuselage. Kiosho always did such a great job with all of their fiberglassing as well. Let's set that aside. Let's move on to our cowling. And you can see here we've got a really nice fiberglass cowl, as you can tell. Nicely done, very well made. And once again, as I mentioned before, Kiosho just did a great job with the fiberglass. A very complicated cowling too. When you look at the shape, look at the front portion up here, this front cooling portion, and of course these the intakes here. It's very nicely done. Now this is the nitro version. They did sell an electric version as well, and I just happened to find this one on eBay. Let's take a look at some of the other stuff that's in the box. We've got our great decal set that we'll put on once we're done. And in addition to the decal set, what we also have are some really well-made balsa parts. Let's start with our center section here. We've got our two halves of our center section for the bottom portion of the wing. And you can see right there, they're balsa and sheeted. And just need to put a spar in between those, but very nicely done, very well made. And then in addition to the center section, bottom halves, we also have our wheel pans here, also fiberglass, really well made, very unique. The wing sits right in here, and the wheels come out of here. So it's a really unique type of wheel pan, not the typical wheel pan that most of us are used to, but also very well made. All right, let's set those aside. Let's continue to take a look at some of their other pieces here. We've got some really nice hardware packs, as you can see. Very nice hardware packs that are there as well. And we'll go ahead and we'll empty those into one of our extra servo boxes that we have here. In addition to the hardware packs, we've also got some balsa and some ply here, pieces, some spars, and a tail wheel. And it looks like a servo tray as well. And also comes with a set of wheels as well for the mains. Because this is the nitro version, it does come with a tank. Everything's inside. It does come with mounts as well if you're doing a nitro motor. This kit, by the way, this ARF was first made available in 2007. So this one's 15 years old. We have a really nice canopy, Lexan canopy, already pre-painted, which is great. We've got some a nice bag of push rods and the struts. Those are the struts right there. In addition to the struts, we also have a really nice fiberglass belly pan for the bottom wing. Very nicely done, very nicely shaped. And then we do have our rudder right here, pre-covered, already pre-slotted too as well. And then we also have our bottom wing halves here. As you can see, it's a very short wing, only about 49 inches, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 49.4 inches. But you can see it there. And we have our little servo door for the servo. It's a direct drive servo. And what's interesting, and I'll show it as we go along in the video, the slot for the servo is actually here, for the servo arm is actually here. So we'll explore that in greater detail as we move along with our build. Let me set these aside. Let me show you the last two balsa pieces. Of course, we have our horizontal stabilizer along with our elevators, which are pre-covered, and I'm sure they're probably pre-slotted as well. And then finally, the one last balsa piece I'd like to show you, and I love this the most, that is the top wing right there. Solid piece, already built, no top ailerons. So this will make for a very rapid assembly. And of course, we already have our holes pre-drilled here and here, but here is where our struts will sit. And then finally, just a couple more pieces. We have our landing gear here. we've got our spar, and then we've got just a pull wire as well. All right, so that's the unboxing. We're going to go ahead and start the build. I'll give you a couple quick close-ups of some of the different parts, and more to come. All right, friends, as we continue our unboxing here, I just want to take a moment just to give you a close-up, just a couple of the pieces here. We mentioned that the Kyosho did just a beautiful job with regards to fiberglassing, so I thought I'd just let you see it. You can see it's just really meticulous. It looks like it's a one-piece fiberglassing job, which is really something, and that is not an easy cowling to glass there with all its compound curves and the unique shapes. So just wanted to share that with you. Now, I did mention that one of the formers was broken on inside the fuselage. It is repairable, but it's pretty bad, of course. But you can see it right down in there. But that's easily fixed. We'll get that fixed. It's no big deal. Obviously, that crack's a little more severe on the fiberglass, but we'll figure something out. Maybe we'll just put a little epoxy over top of it, and that's it. I know I could probably refinish it, but it's already painted, and I don't want to go through a whole refinishing process with something like this. So our wheel pants, as I mentioned, very nicely done, all fiberglass, and you can see how nicely they were done as well. So just wanted to share that with you. And that's pretty much it. I just thought I'd just take a moment just to get a quick close-up of a couple items there. But very unique biplane. Very unique biplane. I'm very fortunate to have it. All right, let's go ahead and get our build started. More to come.